Hey everyone, Ashton Meyer, founder of Believe to Achieve Team and a 2-star diamond coach. I am quickly making this message because I have a question. So it's October 21st. Halloween hasn't hit, Thanksgiving hasn't hit, but a lot of people are already thinking about Christmas, which is whatever. It's okay. And I'm sitting here though thinking, I have a question for you. How many parents out there don't do the traditional Santa? And you're probably thinking, like, why are you saying that? And let me get to my point here. And I have a question, and it's because I'm just really curious. So a couple years ago, I told my two oldest, I have them full time, so I told them about how, it's spirit of giving, like it's, I reverted it all to biblical aspects of Jesus and everything else. But anyways, if you're not religious, understandable. But let me bring up this point here. What I guess really frustrates me is that kids at school will sit and talk and talk and talk, right? So they talk about what they get for Christmas, what Santa brought them. And if you see kids that are like, yeah, I got an iPad and an Xbox and 3 dolls and all this other stuff and this and this and this. And here's this kid that comes in and is like, well, Santa gave me an outfit, a book, and this. And it's like, do they start to think that they were bad and like Santa didn't bring them that stuff? Because for one, each and every single parent, their income is going to be different. So there's people that, maybe they can't afford it. Or not even just that, but for me, I think it's outrageous of how crazy we go for Christmas when that's not even the whole aspect behind what Christmas is truly about. And my children know, and what we do one gift that they really want, we do a gift that will bring them closer to God, and then we do a gift as far as a clothing item. That's kind of their gifts from me. And then Santa may bring them one gift as far as usually like a family vacation, like to the Dells or something, where it's an event of building memories, because I am not a material person. You're going to get an Xbox, or you're going to get all these little toys that kids barely play with. They might play with the day of, and then how many times do they sit there and it's just sitting in their room and they don't touch it anymore. So there's so many little different points here, but the biggest thing is that, like, what do kids truly think then? Like, oh yeah, Santa brought me all this stuff and everything, and then Santa brought me like 2 presents. And like, I would love to tell my youngest son, who will be 5 here in November, I'd love to tell him about Santa, but I know that that's not going to come down to strictly me. But I'm just curious to see if anybody has like never did the whole Santa thing, or what. I'm just curious to see what people have to say and talk about and this and that. And because if you guys are kind of getting the point here of what I'm going off of, this will help me make another video. But anyways, why do we need to make Christmas such a huge ordeal as far as like presents and everything? I guess I don't understand, like, all these things that people value, they perish. They perish. We can't take anything with us. We were born into this world with nothing, and we're going to leave this world and we can't take anything with us. But we overspend on like events and stuff. And yes, it should be cherished, there should be love. And my children grew up learning that it wasn't about the gifts, the amount of gifts that you get, it's what we can give. So like another thing that we're going to add this year is we'll get like a small present, and then they can give it to whoever they want. Maybe it's someone at school, maybe it's their teacher, maybe it's someone at our church, just something that I feel would be important for them to be like, all right, I'm going to pick one present out, and this is going to be something that I can give to someone else. because that's really what it's about. We're here for relationships. We're here to build relationships. We're here to cherish and love and compassion and joy and all these things that were meant to be here. But instead, our society is now built around these luxury, around material items, around, okay, how much can I rack up my credit card so that I can get all the things that my kids want, instead of so that they think that Santa is awesome, or they think that their mom or dad is awesome, or maybe they're trying to compete with the parent and everything. And all you're doing is setting your children up for failure. Unless you're really directly sitting down with them and talking to them and being like, hey, you know what? You worked for all this stuff. Like, I would love to get you a gift that's in this price range. Like, what do you want? And I think it's time that we need to switch our mentality on the whole material items and what we value and change it. And it can't just start with, it starts with one person. And I know that I feel very blessed that me and my children did, we grew up where I wasn't able to get them things. I was a single mom, 17 years old, a young mom, and I couldn't provide to them all this stuff that other people could. It was because I didn't prepare myself, So I'm not saying that there are people that can afford a bunch of stuff, and they will, without using credit cards or anything like that. And that's their hard work. But still, what are we showing our children? What are we opening up them to? Like, what do they feel that Christmas is going to be about when they have children and stuff? So I just had that question, and that just came out of my heart. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Talk to you soon. Bye.